Evening all. So one of my subscribers, astrology pals, Faith, has asked me to do a reading for her, and she wants to know what does she need to work on for herself. So I'm going to see what comes out with these. So we're using the Clarifying Life Situation cards. There's quite a lot of them, so we'll see how we get on. Nice bit of smoke action going on. Like a little bit of smoke. So, I'll put it there for the time being. My poor shell that I brought back from Donegal has taken a bit of a battering. It's hanging on in there, but I think I might have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery with it to try and get it back into place. Right, so now this is going to be interesting because these cards actually have two lots of meanings on them. So what I'm going to do for the time being is we'll read the cards, but once I get down to the cards that that they deem as required, it may well be that what we'll have to do is then use the pendulum to decide which way up, which of the meanings it wants to give us. So for Faith, she asked for rose quartz or pink crystal. So this is my rose quartz that I've got. So we're going to read with this and see what we get. So what does Faith need to work on within herself? Okay. Okay. Let's see. They are quite big cards, and there's a hell of a lot of them. 80 cards. You can go a bit OTT at times with these, right? So, it seems weird that just over a week ago I was in Ireland, and I can honestly say that the 12 days that I was there went a lot slower than last week. Okay. Again, there's lots of planetary action going on at the moment. If you check out any astrology videos, we've got Three-Eye Atlas, this anomaly that's travelling through the solar system at the moment, plus we've got several other comets. So if you're interested in that, check out YouTube. There's plenty of information coming out on those. Luckily the cards are working quite fast tonight with this. I'm quite glad about. And, we've got 2. I'm just going to check these 2 for faith. Okay. Now, do I flip them over or do I ask the cards? I'm going to follow my gut on this. So, I could flip the cards open and then ask which way round it wants to do. But as I've pulled the cards without knowing what the cards are going to say, I'm going to ask the pendulum to indicate which way up the cards go before I flip them over. So, is this, is the answer this way up or reversed? Right. This way up. Reversed. Okay, so I'm not going to reverse that. So, this way up. Reversed. This way up. Okay. This way up. Reversed. This way up. Okay. This way up. Ooh. Reversed. This way up. Reversed. So this way up. Always, you have to do it on one, don't you? If you weren't watching, I don't know if you saw that it was just vibrating for the time being, so we'll try it again. Come away. Right. This way up. Reversed. Okay, this way up. Reversed. Okay, that way up. We get there in the end. Okay. And then the other thing that I need to do is obviously try and get these into order. So, anchor card. Okay. That's the main card of the reading. Second card. Second card. There we go. Let's see what these say. Third card. Okay. Outcome. Okay. We're there. So, now let's find out what we've got. Oh, hello. Okay. I like this reading. It's worked quite well. Right. So this is the first card. So as I said, you can see there's writing on both sides. This is why I asked the pendulum which way round it should be. So this is where it's indicating new heights. Okay. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky, which is interesting as we both share an interest in astrology. So there you go. We could be reaching for the sky, or we're looking at it. I think this is really where it's indicating that both of us have the opportunity to really study, understand, and use astrology going forward. So, then we've got Caverns of Secrets. I'll just flick it away. Unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. So again, I think this is indicating that, again, with the astrology, there's things that we can unlock and we can find. I think also the other thing that we need to remember to do is that we always need to work on our shadow side. So the areas that we're not entirely comfortable with, if we can learn to deal with our less positive sides, then we learn to be more peaceful. Right, now this is the one that was the wrong way round. So this is the way the pendulum is said for me to read it. So we're going to be reading it this way up. So, and it says, sorrow heals. In the shadow of heartache, growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you, as brighter days beckon ahead. So again, it's looking at that shadow aspect. Looking at what we're uncomfortable with. Looking at the heartache, the downfalls that we've had, the failures. We look at it, we take the lesson from it, and we move on. And then what I like is the last two cards. Well, the funniest thing is you could say we've got air, water, and fire. We haven't got any earth. Although we do have grounding mentioned on the first card. Right, so the last card, an outcome card, is Rising Flames. A bit like me when I set fire to myself doing these. Let your passion guide you to fulfilling purpose meant for you. Well, I think we're going back to the astrology. Look at the stars. Find the passion. I think what you need to work on is, well, I think this is the thing that we're finding is, I think from the astrology courses that we've done, that we are doing, from the network that we now have, I don't think the reading is just about how you work on yourself. I see it as how we as a group work on to help each other to develop and go forward. I find that it's fascinating that it's saying let your passion guide you to fulfilling purpose meant for you. Well, if there's something else that you are quite passionate about, then again, look into it. Open yourself up to synchronicities, okay? There is going to be a bit of soul searching, releasing, and again, as I know from our Tuesday astrology get-togethers, we are finding things in each other's charts that possibly others haven't seen before. That when we're discussing it, it ties into people's relationships. So it is a case of, I'm going to try something because I'm just looking at this and it seems to be calling me. We'll just do one of these for once. Let's see if it works. Right, let me just set fire to something again, like the cards. Alright, I'm just going to do something. I think astrology is going to be a good way to help you to move forward. As I said, I think we found a bit of a group. We're enjoying each other, our conversations, our insight into each other. I'm just going to see, I don't know how quick this will do it, but I'm going to see if I can knock it down really quick. Right, one card. Just using the psychic reading cards. Let's see what comes out of this. I'm just getting the astrology is what's calling. I would also say kind of like pet therapy is coming through. You're quite a gentle soul. And as I know, you have cats. So possibly, I think also what it could be is two. Okay. Let me just segregate these down and see what we get. Right. But I am getting that possibly if you were to look at doing cat sitting. Okay, that was a no. Right, we're getting more cards than I wanted, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. Right, let's see if we can do these quick. Okay, don't want those ones. Yes. I can't remember if these were the ones I used the last time, that when I answered you turned around and said that was actually, I think it's a different deck, but we'll see. Let's just see if there's any order on these. Any order? Anchor. Next card. Outcome. Okay. Right. What did we say? That one. That one. So again, communication. I think this is again where we can use our group from the astrology to actually widen our knowledge, to look at things differently, to use it as a way to really enhance our potential, and to watch out for the pitfalls. Again, I think this is kind of like going back to the Cavern of Secrets. It's the case of, well, to be honest with you, I just heard Steve at the moment going, the moon is the reflection. Maybe what we need to do is tomorrow have a look at how the moon's going to be moving in your chart, if it's hitting anything in the next couple of weeks. But maybe it is that you need to just reflect. So say like with the sorrow heals, that maybe you do need just to reflect back on your past experiences. To see if there's something there that needs to be discussed or brought up or looked at in more depth. And then, ironically, I loved that the time card has come up, because time and astrology go together. Maybe the card is saying that now's the time. This is the time where we start using the astrology and the knowledge that's within it to really develop what we know. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I think we've covered enough, and I will talk to you tomorrow, lady. All right, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, or even if you like it, if you know of someone who might benefit from this, please feel free to share. Thank you.